At this time, please welcome the Assistant Secretary of the Louisiana Office of Tourism and the Chairman of Travel South USA's Board of Directors, Kyle Edmiston.
Good morning and welcome to the South. Liz sent me up here this morning with a job and a speech. See, she even wrote it for me so I can follow along. But to her dismay, I'm going to break from the speech just for a second. There she went. That was her falling out there. Y'all please revive her and pick her up. We in the South have a great time together, and we certainly enjoy hosting our friends from the international marketplace here, and then later on in 2017 hosting our friends from the domestic marketplace in Branson, Missouri. But this morning I want to reach out to a group who's suffering right now. Being from Louisiana, no one understands natural disaster better than those of us from Louisiana. And so I just want to take a quick moment to say that the thoughts and prayers of the entire Travel South region are with our partners in Tennessee, and specifically Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. Please know that we're here when you need to recover, and we will be here for you. Now on to the fun part, talking about road trips. They've long been the vacation style of exploration and adventure. What better than to go where you want to go, to be spontaneous, to explore local cultures, to see the lights of the big cities and feel the charm of the small towns. Road trips explore the soul of a destination, and the South has a lot of soul. Although there is a culture of Southern hospitality that ties all of our states together, each state has its own personality to discover, with some surprises along the way. If you only experience one state in the Travel South region, you're missing out on some really memorable experiences. There's mouth-watering barbecue in Missouri and Kentucky, thrilling whitewater rafting in North Carolina and West Virginia, historic civil rights sites in Alabama and Mississippi, sprawling beaches from Georgia all the way to Virginia, lively blues music celebrated in Arkansas and Tennessee, and stately plantations in South Carolina and my home state of Louisiana. Road trips are definitely the best way to experience all the South has to offer, and they are an essential marketing tool for tour operators. Operators like yourself can customize trips around your client's interests. You can give them a variety of ways to travel: by car, by train, by motorcycle, by bus. And the best part is all of our destinations are easily accessible through our gateway hubs. We know it's a big country and you have a lot to choose from, but there's nowhere like the South that has such diverse, affordable, and easily accessible experiences. We want to work with you, the tour operators, to create excitement about multi-state trips that travelers will want to take, and they'll need you to help them plan and book. Another benefit of traveling in the South and taking road trips is the quality of holiday you get for a reasonable cost. Yes, we have luxury products, we have high-end experiences, but the beauty of the South is our diversity. A trip can include a 4-star restaurant, a quaint bed and breakfast, a $10 lunch, or a 5-star hotel property. Visiting attractions with small admission fees, or walking sandy beaches for free. We want to work with you to help travelers understand more time and more experiences can be had in our region because of the cost of the accommodations, attractions, and restaurants is lower here than any other part of the country. The sky is the limit when it comes to traveling in the South. As part of our focus on road trips, we're partnering with Brand USA, leveraging their international programs, videos, dynamic content to showcase our partners and all we have to offer. More info is to come on that in just a few minutes. Now I'd like to welcome Heiko, Jody, and Me Too to the stage. They are with the Brand USA host, and we recently sent Jody and Me Too on a whirlwind trip around the South, focusing on 2 of Travel South's most popular trip ideas: Music of the South and savory Southern cuisine. These are just a taste of what we plan to create with our partners in 2017, and there's so much more for us to explore with each of you. Now I'll turn it over to our host, who's going to walk you through these 2 fabulous road trips. Heiko, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, and welcome again. Thank you so much for joining us here today in Atlanta. I know many of you traveled internationally, just like I did yesterday. I came from Germany just to be here. So herzlich willkommen, everybody from German-speaking countries. Oh, back there, okay. I heard some Austrian before, right? That was you? Hello, guten Morgen. We're very excited to be here because we have something truly exciting for you guys. And we're very happy to help Travel South kick off their 2017 road trip initiative with you guys. Tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Heiko, as Kyle said. I am from Cologne, Germany, a native German. I've lived in the States for about 8 years now. I'm originally an actor, became a puppeteer actually in the US, and a voiceover artist. And I've been fortunate to work with Brand USA for about 4 years now, which kind of, is, I consider one of the best things that happened in my professional life is being on all of these different road trips in the last 4 years. I've been about 70 of them across the States. And I've written and hosted content in about 70 destinations across the States for the past years, and many of which I've hosted with these 2 lovely ladies that I'd like you to meet now. Thank you.
Thank you, Heiko. Namaste, everyone. My name is Neetu. I'm from India, and I'm an actor and a performer. I traveled a lot as a child with my family, and that spilled over into my work life as a performer with Cirque du Soleil as a singer. And now, fortunately, as a host for Brand USA, I get to see more of the country and continue my travels.
And my name is Jodie. I'm from the UK. I've been in voiceover for about 10 years, and like Heiko, I've been fortunate to work and travel with Brand USA for the past 4 years. My first introduction to travel was actually when my parents brought me here when I was 16, and we spent 6 weeks doing a road trip through the South, and that gave me the bug for travel ever since. So we got to do a road trip recently.
Yeah.
Welcome, Jodie. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, you guys were very fortunate because you were just on a road trip, and we're going to see 2 videos just in a second. But the unique thing here is that all of us are from different countries, and we chose to live in the US. So I think we have a very unique perspective of what we think, our folks back home would like to see and experience in a road trip. So maybe, Jodie, you can tell us a little bit about that, a unique perspective and your point of view, so.
Yeah, I mean, we, like I said, we get to travel with friends, family, and for work. And so seeing everything from living in the country and then obviously being from the UK and understanding what people look for when they travel, this kind of trip is exactly what I would recommend to anyone in England. So it's perfect.
Yeah. Actually, I had done a video for South Carolina, and I posted something, and I had about 5 different family and friends say, "Hey, which beach was that? Where should I go?" Or, "Oh my God, that barbecue looks amazing. Please tell me the spot." So people are very interested.
Yes, it adds to the authenticity of the videos, because we like to travel there ourselves.
Yeah.
We're not just hosts of the videos. So the first video that we're going to see is about the great music of the South. So tell us a little bit about that experience.
Yeah, so our first video is Music of the South. You could spend months getting into the music culture in South is everywhere that you go. But we focus mainly on Atlanta, Nashville, and New Orleans, and had an absolute blast.
Wow, let's take a look. Great job, you guys. As you can see, those guys have a terrible job.
Very hard work.
That looked like a really fun video.
It was a lot of fun. One of the guys in Nashville, actually, the street performer, let me sing with him. So we did a little
Oh, really?
duet. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Great. So tell us a little bit more about the video. Where did you start this particular road trip?
We started in Atlanta.
Okay.
We ended in New Orleans. We went through 5 different states. Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana. And we were with 2 videographers, Aman and
Okay.
Tori. We really wanted to capture the essence of the South and a road trip on the South and not be so commercially polished or anything, but really capture the fun and personable high energy of the kind of videos that people are watching and we like to watch. So that's kind of what we're doing. We went on the Travel South website and followed some of their ideas about where to go and what to see, and then from there, improvised a little bit.
Definitely.
Well, it surely looked like a very a fun trip. So what's your overall experience traveling through the South?
Oh my gosh.
Where to start, right?
Yeah, and we didn't just do, I mean, we're talking about the music and the culinary, but we also really looked at the nature and the culture of everywhere, which is so unique. Even though the southern states have some similarities, I think everywhere has such a unique vibe that you get that from everywhere you go.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, it surely looked like a fun video, and there's one more video even, because those ladies were fortunate to also explore the great culinary scene along the South. And tell us a little bit about that.
As we were going from state to state, we went to these incredible restaurants to try the different tastes of the South. And
Where was I? I don't know. I was here. Okay, good. Next. Go ahead.
it was, I mean, the food was mind-blowing, and you have to just see it. If you're not drooling by the end of this,
All right,
I'd
let's
be very
take a look.
surprised.
Let's take a look. Again, what a fun job you guys have.
You know, I usually snack a lot all the time.
Yeah.
But I was so satisfied with the food and didn't snack at all. We didn't get chips or anything. It was just,
Nope.
What was your favorite meal? Is it even possible to say?
No, you just saw all of the things that we ate, and that was in 8 days. We did a lot of eating. Everything was amazing, from whether we were in little local cafes to 4-star restaurants. Everything you eat is amazing and affordable.
it was so hard to stop eating, but we physically had to. I mean, there was a point where I was like, I can't eat anymore, but I want it.
I know. What was that that dessert that you loved?
Oh my God,
in Louisiana?
I have a favorite dish.
Oh,
So
what is it?
It was a po' boy bread pudding. Bread pudding
okay.
made of po' boy bread. Crispy, caramelized on the outside, soft and warm and
And where can you have that?
heaven on the inside. The Ye Old College in New Orleans. Just
Oh, okay. Did you bring some for everybody? No?
Absolutely.
I guess you just have to go there.
So next time. I remember very well, one of the first trips that I took in the South was in South Carolina. I was introduced to the idea, which is strange for a European, of boiled peanuts, which was awesome. And ever since, I've been trying to find boiled peanuts in Europe, which is a hard thing to do. So, and I had a little moonshine. I know my folks from Tennessee, I begged there. And I had a little moonshine out of the trunk in Chattanooga, which was a great experience too.
Also, the stories that come out of the food is amazing. You know, we went to a restaurant called Bright Star and learned Stacy's whole family history through the business.
Yep.
And Kyle, who was showing us how to make the barbecue, how he started there.
Yes.
And food is such a great avenue
Of course.
of storytelling.
How were the accommodations? Where did you stay in between?
We stayed mainly in well-known chain hotels and still felt that incredible Southern hospitality that is absolutely contagious. And you just feel it everywhere you stay. Services were great, amenities amazing.
My favorite was actually in Birmingham. We stayed at the Hampton Inn, which was called the Hampton Inn, but when we got there, I was like, whoa, this is beautiful old Southern architecture with old chandeliers, just gorgeous. It wasn't like, you know, the Hampton I was expecting, but it was another level of hotel. Yeah, it was definitely my favorite.
Do you feel 8 days was enough?
No.
No?
I mean, we covered a lot of
Had to come
ground
back.
in 8 days for sure. I mean, we saw and did so many things, but I mean, again, every place is so unique and there's so much to see and do that you really just want to immerse yourself there for as long as possible to get as much out of it. So 8 days was brilliant, but definitely room for us to go back and explore more.
I mean, I've been to Gulf Shores and New Orleans and Savannah with family and friends on past trips, and it was gorgeous, you know, and the food and the music keeps having me come back. So,
Yeah.
Since you were on the road a lot, was there a favorite scenic drive that you guys took?
Loved in Chattanooga at Rock City, coming down from there. I mean, it was full. I mean, the trees are beautiful. The whole drive was really
and
gorgeous.
that farm that we were driving through, that was
right behind us.
right.
Oh, there you go.
That's through Alabama, right?
Yeah, on our way to
beautiful drives.
Gulf Shores. Yeah.
Beautiful. So what are some lasting impressions that you take with you from traveling the South?
I think for me, it was just how much there is to do. So we could have probably got off at every single exit and found something really cool and unique. I mean, everything from the downtown, really quaint downtowns of the small cities, to the natural wonder attractions, to the crazy energy and liveliness of the big cities. I think that it's just so much to do, all accessible and all affordable. So that's what I took.
The people. Obviously, the people. The Southern hospitality is a very beautiful thing that, like you said, is contagious. And, you know, it's in the restaurants and in the hotels, and then also in the people that end up there, traveling there. I feel like I took it back with me. So
Yeah, I feel the same. I have some lasting friendships. Some of them are here. And Chattanooga holds a special place in my heart for always because of Shelda. And it's really true because I was welcomed in South Carolina or in Tennessee where I was on road trips. Just like a friend. We were just part of the family from day one. Here's some fried chicken and boiled peanuts, and we took a trip on Lake Murray in South Carolina, and it was kind of the whole day. And that's something that I will never forget. You know, and road tripping in general is such a great way to explore the diversity that the South encapsulates, you know. As you've seen, you have the music, you have the great food, you have the big cities, you have the small towns. In between all these lovely people, you experience this Southern hospitality, and you can go on adventures, you can have some relaxation, you know, and it encapsulates this sense of adventure and discovery something that to me is very American. That I was drawn to America because of that sense of adventure, a sense of discovery, a sense of freedom. And that to me is travel south and this road trips. So all of what you've seen today will be on the U.S. official tourism website, visittheusa.com/travel south, where you can find these videos and more videos that are now free for you to use wherever you want to use them. And another great thing about these videos, as you've seen, is they're kind of internationalized, so there's no language barrier, as you've seen. They're from a very unique perspective from folks from different countries, but they don't have this language barrier.
Yeah.
Jody?
We're really fortunate to do these videos with Travel South, and I know that they are really excited to work with each and every one of you on this initiative.
Yeah, and we had so much fun. We put together a little video to show you exactly how much fun we had making the videos.
Behind the scenes.
Yep.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Taste of what we are going to be promoting in the international and global audiences around the world in 2017. We have a whole host of amazing videos that the states and the cities have spent a great deal of time and effort figuring out what is unique and authentic about the South and offering them up to international operators for you to use in your local communities as you all see best fit. Additionally, there are all the photography that you saw on the screens behind us throughout this morning, as well as this piece that's sitting on your table, the inspiration guide, is in 8 different languages. It's an online guide. You can link it up. You can customize and put your logo on it. We're happy to provide you actually printed copies in these languages, and you can talk to your recruiters. And I have to ask you, because obviously you all are so fit, how did you eat all that and not gain a lot of weight?
We did some hiking.
Yeah,
we did some,
definitely, and we definitely had to work a little bit harder when we got back.
Yeah.
But the food was so good, you got to eat it. I mean.
Well, again, thank you very much for coming from Germany and India and the UK. Those are incredibly important markets for us, as well as the rest of the countries that are represented here. We thank you for